don't know. I think it probably sorts out their personality more. I'd say if I wasn't doing all the stuff that I did, which was like drama, art, music, I probably wouldn't have the opinions or views that I do. So I don't know, I think it helps with more job opportunities as well, definitely.
So they could give something new to society, I suppose. So if they're creative, so they can create something, or they might, express their ambitions or ideas.
To be honest, it just gives them more of a chance and opportunities, like to open up more opportunities for youths, so they can actually move further in life, not just on one track, but they can actually explore certain things and find out what they really like instead of just following others.
Me personally, it's music and photography. I kind of explore what is new about it and what I can do with it. That's mainly what I do. So like with the iPhone, like Instagram and stuff like that, I'll always use for like photography. And then with music, like with my laptop, I'll find out what's the new music software and see if I can maybe become a DJ one day. Well, like with the internet, I guess like you can explore now with like YouTube. So I'd see what people have done and how they do it, and then I guess I would like mess about a bit to kind of get the grips of it, and then once you've done that, I guess you can make up your own sort of thing. Like I guess I made like 2 years ago, I made a mixture of Prodigy and baggy trousers, and it actually worked really well. But it was because I was messing about with it for so long, and then like it was just kind of like turning it down and whatnot. But yeah, and it was just, you just kind of mess about, explore, see what people do, how they do it, what tips they've got, and then just making it your own.
I was writing a blog, like a diary, let's say online diary that people can read, like inspire themselves. That, for example, if they have problems, I would email them back, this sort of stuff.
Okay.
So it wasn't really like promoting anything. It was more of that helping. I don't know. It's like a online psychology class.
If I am bored, I do end up on Facebook or YouTube for some reason. So I search up little things. Well, I write music, so I'll more than likely think of a tune that our artist's already done. If I've felt the instrumental or liked what the person's saying, see if I can go along with it. So I'll more than likely write their name in YouTube, find their instrumental and go along it. And that, let's say, if people do like what I'm doing, it can progress to something better. It does bring a lot of people together, and you do get to talk to certain distant friends, family or whoever, like across seas, and it's a lot more easier because more of the time it's mostly free to do it, or if not, then it wouldn't cost as much.
I think only young people can best, work for themselves. So if it's a campaign for young people, it has to be made by young people. So probably we come back again to encouraging young people to, create something for themselves, because they're, even the kids, they're really, really very creative. So we've got a lot in our heads. So they can do it if they know how to do it, or, they're taught, or they have a chance.
I don't know how to explain it, but when it's like a real person doing it and a real kind of own opinion, I think they're the most effective. They're personally, to me. Young people might say, oh, they'd be well into it if they had, like, I don't know, Justin Bieber doing a bloody advert. But I'd think if you had, but also I think it'd get through to you more if someone who's your own age, in your own kind of shoes, would definitely get at you.
I think it should be a young person, or like a responsible young person. A young person that's experienced more or less almost everything, really. Not everything, but majority enough to write a book. So like a young person that is clued up, basically. So he has an understanding in it, and he's lived down the bad path, he's lived down the good path, or maybe he's just living down the good path, and he's able to tell stories and what's that word? He's able to tell stories and actually help out people that may be on the bad path that can't see where they're going. It's the same vice versa. If like someone bad wanted to change good, it doesn't matter what way, but as long as you got experience and understanding and know what you're talking about, then feel free to speak.
See, I would love to be able to do it by radio because I'm old school like that. But with how everybody is these days, it's better to do it by the internet, by blog, by video blog, YouTube, sadly social networking sites. That's the best way to pretty much promote it. I personally, when I was promoting a club, I used Twitter, and it got loads of sort of things. I ended up getting like several thousand followers just because of doing that. So that would probably be how I'd probably use the internet the most if I really wanted to get it successful. But in my spare time, I'd love to do it by radio.
If I would want to connect with other people, probably that would be film. Well, that would be like, I don't know, filmmaking, let's put it like this, or YouTube clips. If I would be photogenic enough,
Okay.
I would sound good, you
Yeah.
know, while recorded. So I would definitely do that. I mean, because personally, because I love film, and secondly, because I think, well, people do spend lots of time on YouTube, or I think they remember visuals more than when they read.